All right, so here's that 21 High Country Silverado. Of course, it is 1500. It does have the 3-liter Duramax in it. And not a bad truck at all. It does have some mileage on it, so it does show a little bit of wear and tear here, but that's what I'm going to walk around and show you inside out, forward, back, let you see what it is. First things first, it is sitting on a very nice set of the LPO wheels, which just means they were a factory optioned wheel. Tire wise, they're probably going to just kind of squeak by the inspection process. Our general rule is 5/32, and these are probably sitting maybe 6 or 7 type of thing. So I don't believe we're going to end up doing tires to this one, but let's go ahead and start right up front here and let you see what we're talking about. So starting right out front, anytime we're dealing with a painted bumper truck, it's always the first things I'm going to look at. And surprisingly, this truck really isn't too bad. It's got a little stone chippy there. And a little bitty scuffy right there in the corner. Of course, this brass color on the grill, it's kind of like a tint, so you can see as it stone chips, you see the chrome underneath. So it definitely shows that, which I would honestly tell you that I would expect all of them to. And then looking up here on the edge of the hood, hey, I mean, it's got 60-something thousand miles on it. So, of course, it's got, some stone chippies on it. Nothing that I would not fully expect to see. That wheel's nice and clean. That, whatever these little white dots are, is actually sticking out of the paint. So I'm going to say probably when we buff it, they're going to come off. But it almost looks like somebody maybe ran over a freshly painted line on the road or something like that. Of course, you do have splash guards front and rear. It's got the power boards on it. So, of course, we open the door, the boards pop out. A little stone chippy down there on the edge of the rocker. It does have factory liners in it. Seats are in really nice condition. Of course, being that it has some miles on it, you can see it's got a handful of the perforation holes that are plugged up, but floor liner back here, rear heated seats. Of course, these little cubbies open up for some additional storage. Headrests flip forward to help with visibility. And then, of course, we do have the small cubby down here for any additional stuff. Power slider. We will have the sunroof on this one as well. And then I know you said you were concerned about rust. So underneath, it's definitely been sprayed at some point. You can see a little bit on the frame there. Try to get down here a little farther for you. Bear with me just a second. There we go. So there's your frame rail right up there. So I mean, it shows a little bit, but nothing crazy at all. And down under there is pretty darn clean. That's the edge of the front of the bed there. That wheel looks good. There's a good side view on the tires. It does have, I believe they are factory, but they're definitely quite a bit bigger than the small one that's up front. And you can see they're bolted in. Coming on out back here, rear bumper looks nice and straight. I don't see any issues there. It does show a little bit of wear and tear on the hitch itself. Looking underneath, one of the things I always look at, because you'll find a lot of trucks that have been sprayed, but they never do anything with the spare tire. And you can see this one's pretty clean. Nothing too crazy. Now, of course, it does have a soft cover on it. Bed looks pretty good. It shows some wear and tear, but I mean nothing crazy at all. You can see, obviously, like I say, we have not touched it. It is factory because of the high country back there. Nobody else takes the time to do that. Then you have a 110 right there. We've got LED bed lights above it, there, and over here on both sides. And then coming on around this side, oh, I did forget to look down this side here. Let's do that real quick before we get too far along. I don't see any door dings in her, actually. Pretty darn clean. Let's take a peek down this side here. Yeah, that side's straight too. This is the only wheel that's got a little spot of damage, and it's just right there. You can tell it's been curved. It starts from here and kind of comes on around a little bit, stops somewhere right about there. This would be a good spot for me to get you another view on that frame reel a little bit. It's hard to see up underneath these trucks too much, just because of the way they tuck everything so tight up underneath them nowadays. Now, of course, the gravel guard on this side does show some wear and tear. You can see the line there for it, but definitely shows some wear and tear right through here. This is probably one of the bigger spots on the outside of the truck. Other than that, just piddling little stuff. A little stone chippy there, a couple little scratches there, scratch up here. Interior is nice and clean. I really don't have a whole lot to say negative about that. It does show some wear right here from getting in and out. And then for whatever reason, this is really odd. I've not seen one like this in a while. It's got some rust right there on that seat track. The seat moves perfectly fine. The other side's nice and clean. So I'm not sure, you know, if something was spilt on it at some point that caused it to corrode like that, but hey, you can definitely see it. So all right, hop on in here. So I got a touch over 69,300 miles on her. It does have the heads-up display. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's extremely hard to get that on video, but that's what that giant hole right there does. And then right here is your controls for these three buttons. Of course, we've got four-wheel drive. We have all of our light controls here. We will have power flip-in mirrors, so they'll go ahead and tuck in up against the vehicle on each side. Memory seating for you right down there. Heated wheel. Now, of course, the wheel does show some wear here, a couple little spots over here, and then right down there as well. It has a little bit of like a now it's not been detailed, so keep that in mind, but it's got a little bit of like a almost like a wet dog smell in here right now, so just as a heads up for you. Rear camera mirror, if you don't like it, give it a good flip right there. Hello. Of course, down below that we'll have our radio screen. This will do Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You've got factory navigation. We swipe on over here, you do have trailer, and then on your camera views we do have the full 360 pack. So all the way around, there's the front cam, there's the back cam, nice zoom down views front and rear. This one here I don't particularly like, some folks do. Curved cams, and then if we bop on over here we'll have bed view, and we'll also have hitch view. So definitely a nice camera setup. Down below that we have our dual climate control, our heated and ventilated seats. We do have lane keep assist, our park sensors, the override for the start stop, the power tailgate up and down, and then also right here we will have hazard lights, traction control off, inverters, which will be this one and also the one in the bed that I showed you, and then this is a power step control. Trailer brake controller, wireless phone charging right here. One, assuming your cell phone's compatible with that, and two, it's not too thick of a case. Of course, right down here we do have USB and USB-Cs. And then of course, if we jump on over here, we do still have the double glove boxes. You can see the books are in there. I don't know why it doesn't want to stay quite all the way up, but not a real big deal. You can see the books are in there, also the block heater cord. And then of course, like I say, we do have the power sunroof. It opens, slides, does all that stuff. And then back there in the back window, we will have the sliding rear window as well. So let me know what questions you have. I definitely appreciate your time. Currently, I do have one key for it. I would assume once it goes into service and detail, they'll go ahead and make another one. But let me know what questions you have, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.